I'm not really sure what to do about this situation. So let me tell you a little fun story. And we're not going to tag anybody and we're not going to go find anybody, because to give someone like this attention, I'm hoping that's what they did this for, because otherwise I'm a little worried. TikTok has this thing where, they want people engaging with other people's posts. So they push your views a little bit more on your videos if you engage with other people's posts. Now, I like to comment, but it does make me do it more. Usually it's like, hey, you go girl, whatnot. However, I see this creator post. Now, she's young, she's fit, she's a personal trainer apparently. We'll get to that in a moment. And I see her post and she says, I see this walking app, how many steps to walk to lose weight, and goes on to talk about how walking for weight loss, it's not going to do anything. Instead, you should strength train. To which I hear this a lot from clients. Now, I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a health coach. I don't market that on here. I work with clients who are on the medication, off the medication, all walks of life, because your goal as a coach or a personal trainer is to try and help people get in better shape. So anyway, I see this all the time where people are really hard on themselves. They set their goals too big. They try and take on too much. They think they have to go to the gym. It quickly overwhelms them. And they just don't do anything. And so I kind of posted that effect. And I said, while strength training is important, I think it's important that people start where they're at and set small goals they can accomplish and build from there. While cardio is not the only thing that you need to do for fat loss, it is an important thing to do for fat loss and health, and work into strength training. Because if you're overweight, you're going to build some strength, and you need a baseline before you can start lifting heavy anyway. To which then she tags me and makes a video, which makes me think this is about views. Which I didn't watch the video, but wrote me a bunch of comments. To which, again, respectfully, I always treat anything like this with respect. And I say, hey, working with a lot of clients, working with a lot of people, it is sometimes impossible to lift weights. And if you try and send somebody to the gym, tell them they have to get a gym membership, they need to only do progressive overload, it causes some people not to even start. Fair point, right? Just giving a little perspective. To which she responds, why don't you go back to your shots and leave this to the professionals? Now, I'm used to this, right? Because you can lose over 100 pounds. You can be off of a GLP-1 for a year. Not that it matters. You can build a ton of muscle, be just as cut. You can't see right now, but I don't go and do about a bunch of body checks anyway. You can build a bunch of muscle and be very, very fit. And people will always go back to the fact that you started on a GLP-1, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because GLP-1 doesn't build muscle. GLP doesn't get you in the gym. I don't see anybody pointing at my other medications. And to be frank, who is Frank? But to be frank or fair, most people physically, I don't know about you guys, but when I was 260 pounds and super inflamed from my autoimmune disease, it was hard for me to walk 10 minutes. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because when I started, and the only reason I was able to succeed this time is because I told myself that 5 minutes of walking was good enough. My very first goal was to walk 5 minutes one way and 5 minutes the other, and that was it, and I was a success. And I built from there. So I'm pretty passionate about this topic, in that There is nothing too small to start, and something is always better than nothing. And for anybody out there, if you run into, well, for all of you out there, start where you're at. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes or 1 minute, or if you're just doing 2 squats a day. Starting is what gets you there. But if you make it too big, then you won't ever start. It has to be achievable. It has to be measurable, achievable, those SMART goals. And if you run into a personal trainer or a health coach who shames you for taking a medication for your health, immediately fire them. Because my response to her was that she should, A, understand the shots better, and B, understand the clientele she's coaching. Because even though she's early 20s, I don't know if she's had a weight problem or not. I didn't dig that deep, nor do I care. The vast majority of the people that are going to be paying her, in fact, I would say all of them, are people that need that advice. And to know that everybody starts somewhere, just like I'm sure she started somewhere too. So I don't know. I guess that's what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, back to my egg salad.